It was the strongest contingent of horses, trainers, and jockeys to ever grace a winter meeting. Any one of several of these thoroughbreds would have dominated the 3-year-olds of almost any other season. The Gulfstream Park Winter Meet of 1994 had the appearance of an equine Olympics, with the best facing one another in grueling tests at varying distances. The final measure of these athletes will be the Florida Derby, the grand climax of the season that will determine who is first among champions.
Dehare's Thoroughbred Racing Review for the best of horse racing history on YouTube.
Gulfstream celebrated opening day on January 4th with an array of interesting activities for the whole family. The richest purse distribution in Florida history attracted leading horsemen and thoroughbreds. The fireworks among Triple Crown candidates began with the running of the $75,000 Spectacular Bid Stakes.
They're off in the Spectacular Bid Breeders' Cup Stake, even keel as they get away evenly. Out after the early lead is Halo's Image, puts the head in front. Distinct Reality is right alongside. Air Mike up close with the leaders. These three vie. Moving through is Senior Conquistador on the rail. Then there's a length back to ride the rails. Rizzy is on the far outside, about the 4 off the lead, and back trailing is Turcomatic. They move past the half-mile pole. Opening quarter, 23 flat. They're unhurried. In on the rail. Halo's Image has it by a head. Direct Reality right alongside. And these two will battle noses apart. There's a length on the far outside. Now inching up into third is Senior Conquistador. Looking for room on the rail is Ride the Rails. The half and 46 and 2, and they move toward the top of the stretch. Jerry Bailey, hand riding a Distinct Reality, urges on, but fighting on the rail is Halo's Image, and Halo's Image shakes off the challenger. On the outside, Senior Conquistador through the stretch. It's Jacinto Vasquez with Halo's Image opening up daylight, and convincingly Halo's Image draws the way by 3. Distinct Reality takes second, and Senior Conquistador third.
Go for Gin was the new challenger in the second leg of the Florida Derby Series, the Preview Stakes.
In the Preview Stakes. They're off in the Preview Stakes. And Halo's Image is out early. On the outside, Able Buck, and between horses, Go for Gin is kept close. Mighty in the Mind is a length and a half back into the rail. Then Senior Conquistador and Mr. Blueberry. As they move into the clubhouse turn, and Halo's Image with Jacinto Vasquez will settle down on the rail and dictate it, but on the outside, Able Buck will go alongside and prompt the leader. Go for Gin stays close to the outside with Money in the Mind in tight on the rail. Then we come back a length and a half to Senior Conquistador, and then some 7 lengths back to Mr. Blueberry. Opening quarter, 23 and 3. A good even pace on the front end as Able Buck now puts ahead in front. Halo's Image comes right back, and these two vie for the lead. And staying just 3 parts of a length and up close, under a good hold from Jerry Bailey, Go for Gin is right there, ready to strike in third. Money in the Mind is a length back in fourth, 3 parts of a length. Senior Conquistador, then way back to a trailer, Mr. Blueberry. They went a half and 47 and 2. They move on the turn, and Go for Gin is pushed on now by Jerry Bailey, but Halo's Image stays right with Go for Gin, and these two going at it on the front end, their noses apart. There's a length and a half. Senior Conquistador urged on a closer third, dropping back 3 lengths is Able Buck. 3 quarters and 111 and 2, and they turn for a home in the Preview Stakes. On the outside, Go for Gin now takes command. Halo's Image cannot stay with Go for Gin, and Go for Gin with Jerry Bailey under a hand ride just opens up and makes it 4 in a row for this very promising 3-year-old. Then we came back to Halo's Image and Senior Conquistador.
The Hutchison third leg of the Florida Derby Series pitted unbeaten Holy Bull against highly regarded Patton.
They're off in the Hutchison Stakes. And Patton right in the center is out early. And there goes Holy Bull with Mike Smith on the rail quickly after the lead. And You and I is on the outside. Then we come back to Sunshine Man and Crary as they move out onto the main track. And a Holy Bull with Mike Smith will control it right at the start. He has a good hold and just bounds along easily by a length and a half. UNI is in second. Patton moves up in on the rail third and will go up after the leader. 3 to Sunshine Man and Prairie. They zip the opening quarter, 21-3, and they move toward the far turn. Holy Bull with Smith still sitting on the front end by a length and a half. Patton has urged on second with UNI on the outside third. Then there's 4 back to Prairie and Sunshine Man. The half in 44 flat, they're flying on the front end. And Holy Bull leads it, but it will be pressed by Patton in on the rail. It's Sunshine Man. Patton goes through. And Santos and Patton come on after the lead, and Holy Bull will have to fight on the outside. They move to the 8th pole, and Patton will take the lead. Holy Bull coming right back on the outside. They're in mid-stretch. On the outside, Holy Bull is game, and Mike Smith moves alongside. They come down to the wire, and Holy Bull pressed this afternoon, but will take it by a half a length. Patton in second, and UNI third.
Tell me a little bit about the race.
The race worked out really well. I scared a lot of people by letting that horse through, but what was going through my mind was I seen him back there. If I stay on the rail, he's only have one option. That's to come outside me, press me, and hook me. My horse is coming off a layoff. I didn't want to have to keep the grind going. So what I did was I eased off. I let him go ahead and use his to go on up in there and use it, and I could wait a little bit longer, see? And that's what helped me to win the race at the end, because he kind of got a little tired. I didn't have to get after him with a stick now. All I had to do was shake my hands, and he went ahead and did it. And if he just moves forward just a little bit off that, I'd set him up very well.
This race get him ready for 2 turns?
I really believe so. I rode this colt 2 turns before. A lot of people think, boy, he's just a sprinter. But believe it or not, when he goes around 2 turns, he even seems to relax even a little better, and he keeps that run. He's kind of a horse that stays. He's got that good lick, and he keeps it for a long ways. You know what I mean? He don't have like 4 or 5 years. Once he hits that good lick, boy, he can hold it forever. So 2 turns shouldn't bother him.
Is this your Derby horse?
God, I sure hope so. I pray so. Good Lord's willing.
Great, thanks. Good luck.
Holy Bull's Hutchison Stakes victory placed him squarely in the forefront of the battle for the Florida Derby crown. The stage was now set for a dream race of top 3-year-olds in the Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth would be the dream race anticipated by thoroughbred fans everywhere. Preview Stakes winner Gopher Gin against Eclipse Award winner Dehare and unbeaten Holy Bull.
They're off in the Fountain of Youth Stakes, and they all break cleanly. Holy Bull moving up along with Halo's Image, and Holy Bull will go up and take command. Halo's Image is on the rail. Gopher Gin is 2 lengths back in the middle in third. Ride the Rails is in on the rail. Then there's a gap of 2.5 lengths to Dehare and Warm Wayne. They make the way around the clubhouse turn. Holy Bull puts the head in front. Halo's Image stays right alongside, and these two have moved almost 3 lengths in front of Ride the Rails. Gopher Gin a length and a half in fourth. Then there's a gap of some 6 back to Dehare and Warm Wayne. They went an opening quarter in 22-4. It's a good even pace on the front end. That's being set by Holy Bull. And Mike Smith on the outside has it a half a length. Halo's Image does not let Holy Bull get away on the front end. There's 2 back. Ride the Rail staying close in third. Length and a half a Gopher Gin. Dehare has moved up a length and a half in fourth and back some 10 lengths to the trailer Warm Wayne. The half in 45-3. They move midway on third, and Halo's Image overtakes the lead, puts the head in front. Holy Bull is alongside in second. There's 2.5 lengths. Gopher Gin in third. Dehare is on the move on the outside from fourth. Ride the Rail saves the ground in on the rail in fifth. They went 3 quarters and 1:10-2, and they turned for home, going very wide, bolting to the outside is Halo's Image as they turn for home, and here comes the Eclipse champion, Dehare, on the outside, and Dehare takes command in the stretch. Ride the Rails as closing on the rail and Gopher Gin, and through the stretch, it's Dehare, and Dehare, the Eclipse champion, is back, making amends this afternoon. 3 parts of a length the winner, Gopher Gin in second, and Ride the Rails third in the Fountain of Youth Stakes.
I love you, Craig Perret.
Well, you know, he was the last horse to load, and he tried to leave there. He was just getting ready to kind of turn his head, and he grabbed his heel a little leaving there, and he kind of recovered, and I went down around to the first turn, letting him get his feet under him, and he wasn't real comfortable over the racetrack. he's such a good horse with so much class. He did what he had to do to win, but he wasn't really relishing the going. I got him clear, and I put him in the game. I gave him dead aim at him, and I said, well, now, if you're a champ, it's going to have to come out now, and that's just what happened. He impressed me a whole lot today. I mean, you like to ride a horse like him, so you know yourself, gee, what really you sitting under? He's a lot of dynamite. I mean, he's a little horse that's got so much class.
Holy Bull's performance baffled the experts, but trainer Jimmy Croll guessed it was a flipped palate, a fluke breathing accident controllable with minor equipment changes. 29,000 spectators couldn't wait to see the final round of this great battle, the Florida Derby. Even without Fountain of Youth Victor Dehare, who had broken a bone in his leg while training near Palm Beach, it would be one of the strongest fields in Florida Derby history. The crowd may see an emerging Triple Crown champion today. Gopher Gin, the choice of many experts. The blazing fast Holy Bull. A national TV audience on ABC's Wide World of Sports and an international throng viewing the action at 660 simulcast outlets join the Gulfstream crowd to see which thoroughbred will stand under the Orchid Horseshoe as Florida Derby champion.
They're off in the Florida Derby, away to a good clean start. Holy Bull is out early, along with Halo's Image. Line dance from the rail in third, ride the rails moving up. Mr. Angel on the outside, Gopher Gin on the far outside. La Hit is between horses, Dramatic Gold down into the rail. And Lynn's Notebook. They move to the clubhouse turn, and Holy Bull will go out and set the pace and moves away by a length and a half. Halo's Image will chase in second, rides the rail, hugs the rail in third. In between horses, Line Dance is fourth. Mr. Angel is up on the outside in fifth. Gopher Gin is back in sixth. There's about 4 off the lead. Dramatic Gold on the rail in seventh. La Hit to the outside eighth. Tooted Prairie ninth. Lynn's Notebook running 10th. Rocky's Halo 11th. Amalos is 12th. Then there's 2 lengths back. Fabulous Frolic, and trailing is Rubenair. A quarter, 22 and 2, a half and 46 and a half a mile to come. And they're going to have to catch Holy Bull and Mike Smith. They lead it by a length and a half. Halo Image, and in on the rail, ride the rails, these two. Then we come back to Gopher Gin and Dramatic Gold, 4 lengths to La Hit, and another length back to Line Dance. They went 3 quarters and 1:10. And a Holy Bull, a big afternoon, leads it by 3.5, now 4 lengths as they come to the top of the stretch in the Florida Derby. Halo's Image second, ride the rails third, Gopher Gin fourth, and Dramatic Gold. Now with 1/8 of a mile to go, Holy Bull has led every step of the way and has a commanding 4.5, now 5-length lead. The battle will be for second. Halo's Image ride the rails and Gopher Gin. A dramatic performance this afternoon by Holy Bull by 5, tight for second, ride the rails, and Halo's Image alongside. Gopher Gin was fourth.
Most of the breeding experts had insisted Holy Bull couldn't handle the 1.125 distance of the Florida Derby, and his puzzling Fountain of Youth effort had seemed to prove them right. But here was the big steel gray colt with Hall of Fame trainer Jimmy Croll in the winner's circle of the Florida Derby.
The ride was fine. I mean, we weren't sure how the other horses were going to do. We were going to take back if they went to the lead. They didn't go for the lead, so we went.
Mm-hmm. Was this a good field to test the horse to get it ready for the
yes,
Triple Crown?
Absolutely. This is the second fastest race that's ever run here. Mm-hmm. I won the race with Royal Regal about 20 years ago, or 22 years ago, same time as this, and I know the only horse that ran faster was Alador.
Holy Bull wouldn't win the Kentucky Derby. That honor would be earned by Gopher Gin. Holy Bull would rise up later, racing against both champion stakes horses and other top 3-year-olds in major events. He produced 5 straight victories and was crowned Horse of the Year. He is truly first among champions.